Hey Clayton, first, congratulations and welcome back. It's always something that's really fun to say. Can you just walk us through what this process looks like for you and the decision making and why you felt it was important to re-sign with the Dodgers?
Yeah, how's it going? Good to see you guys. I guess I can't really see you, but good to talk to y'all. Yeah, I think Ellen and I got home in the off season, and we talked for a few days, but really just felt like we weren't done. I think that was the biggest thing is we just felt like we weren't, our time wasn't finished in LA, and called Andrew, kind of told him that, and we figured it out pretty quick. I think it was my fault that it took so long to announce. I was kind of procrastinating getting all the MRIs. I figured they had seen this enough where they didn't need all those, but I guess they still did, and knocked it out and get to come back. But I mean, just honest, it just feels great to come back. I just felt like this is where we needed to be, so where we want to be, and it just feels like we're not done yet. The way we ended stuff last year, and it just feels like we got another run in us. So I'm excited to get back out there.
Awesome. Thank you.
Next question is from Dave Vassegg. Go ahead, Dave.
Happy holidays, Clayton.
Hey, you too, Dave.
I was curious, just following up on what you said there. Was it a different feeling going into this off season because you were healthier, and how different was it making the choice of coming back here to Los Angeles?
Yeah, it's no secret. I think every year there's only two teams that I would ever play for, going forward. And, there's not a lot of leverage in that, obviously, but we just never felt like we were done. And so we got home, and like you said, I was healthy. I felt good. And we took a few days just to be sure. They're like, hey, we're home now. What does this feel like? And but we just didn't feel like we were done. And Ellen was on board. She's excited to get back out there. And it's no secret. It's harder. It's harder with kids and stuff. Hey, Walker Bueller's FaceTiming right now. Should I answer it or no? Probably won't.
Loop him in.
Yeah, I won't answer it. But yeah, basically, it was just one of those things where we felt great about our decision, and we're excited to get back out there.
Last year, you had said you didn't pick up a baseball until around January. Is the process much different this off season for you to get ready for spring?
Yeah, I started throwing today. Today was day one, so it worked. I feel good. I really do feel healthy, and I obviously starting like about a month earlier than I did last year, but I'll be able to take my time and build up, and it'll be like a normal off season. So that's awesome.
One final one for you, Clayton. Just like what you mentioned, the way the season ended after such a great regular season, how bad of a taste did that leave in your mouth to be motivated to try to rectify that this upcoming year for yourself and the teammates?
Yeah, I think when you have a regular season like we do, obviously our expectations were a lot higher, right? So, with that said, playoffs are pretty much a crapshoot sometimes. It's not always once you get in there, you're going to win just because you think you have the best team on paper. So that one hurt. It hurt. It was no fun to lose. It was no fun to lose to the Padres. And so hopefully all of us, spend a little time reflecting on what went wrong, what we want to do better, and how we can make this team, get over the hump, because obviously the talent is there. We have the pieces. It's just a matter of being a better team and how to do that. And, I've been thinking about it a lot. Hopefully you guys have been thinking about it a lot. And, hopefully we don't have too much of a different team, but, who knows with what's going to happen with JT and Belly. We'll obviously be super sad to see those guys go if that ends up what's happening. And we'll have to, figure it out with the pieces we have.
Thank you.
Next question is from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, Clayton, as you've entered kind of this different phase in your career, has your perspective changed on the value of being a guy who spends his entire career with one franchise?
I don't know if my perspective's changed on that. I think I've always thought it was a cool thing. I think when you think about, the first one that comes to mind is like Derek Jeter, right? He just he is what exudes Yankees. That's what you think about when you think of him. And and then I got to play against like Todd Helton with the Rockies for his whole career. So like there are some things, Chipper Jones, there's a lot of guys out there that, like, when you think about an organization, you think about that one guy. And that's so cool. I don't take any of that for granted. And for me, it's just going to be a product of circumstance. And right now I feel great being in LA. I'm so excited to get back out there. And I think that's the biggest thing is just, I don't want to just keep doing it to do it. I want to do it because I'm excited. I want to win. I want to be out there. I feel good. I want to pitch, not just be like, just do it to do it. So that's where we're at right now as a family. That's where I'm at. And man, I'm excited. It'll be a good time.
Last spring, you said you're going to take it 1 year at a time. And does watching Verlander sign what he signed for and DeGrom sign for what he signed for change your perspective on that?
Yeah. Should I have held out, Bill? Jeez, what's going on? You guys are
giving us something to write about.
Man, we were so at peace with the way we were doing things. And there's nothing wrong with however anybody wants to go about it. And that's awesome. It just for me, for our situation, I want to pick the team first and then figure out the contract after that. And I don't want to be told where to play. I want to pick where to play. And if they want me, then we'll figure it out. And that's how I want to go about it for the rest of my career. And, if there's a few dollars left on the table, I'll be okay with that.
Thanks, Clayton. Happy holidays.
You too.
Any other questions for Clayton? Go ahead, Alden.
Hey, Clayton, how did the dynamic play out with the Rangers this offseason? And was that any more or any less of a draw for you than it was last offseason, joining them?
It's the same thing every year. I think going through it, I have a lot of respect for Chris Young. I know a lot of guys over there. And so just kind of talking with him a little bit and understanding where they're going. And I have a lot of respect for them. And I think they're going to do great things. And, they just signed DeGrom and they're really making a push to be great. And I think that's awesome. Being from here, I think they're going to do great things. But for me, it's always going to be a decision of whether we feel good in LA or not, first and foremost. And we feel great about being back.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Last one's from Jorge. Go ahead, Jorge.
Hey, Clayton, just wondering, have you been offered the chance to pitch in the WBC, and would you, if given the opportunity?
We're still working through some things there. Obviously, it'd be a huge honor to get to do that. And, we're all watching USA soccer right now in the World Cup and how special that is to wear the jersey and how many people can get behind that. So I just started throwing. So really, I'm trying to figure out how I am feeling there. And obviously, I got to talk to Mark, you got to talk to Andrew and all that stuff. So I'm still a little ways away from making that call.
Thank you. Happy holiday.
You too.